Everyone chose destruction. They incited rebellion and anarchy, and paid the price. The survivors continue to spread dissent. Find them. Do not rest until the destruction of Alderaan is complete.
Lord Vader's orders are clear.
Are they?
Yes. Wipe out all that remains of Alderaan.
How? I understood the survivors were in hiding.
Intelligence reports a possible Alderaanian convoy heading to Foster Haven. You are to draw them out and finish them off. Do you understand that, Captain?
Perfectly, Commodore Sloan.
Dismissed.
Everything ready, Lieutenant Carroll.
Squadrons on their way. They're excited to fulfill Lord Vader's command.
And you? No qualms hunting down refugees from a world we destroyed?
During the Iskalon uprising, you taught me to ignore propaganda. They're traitors, not refugees, and will be dealt with accordingly. I've prepped our usual Sigma-9 loadout.
No. Only standard ties today.
Flying old school, sir. This might be a real challenge after all.
You hear me, Teresa? But I don't think you understand me. I guess we'll find out. Follow my lead. And don't fire unless I give the order. The convoy is out there. We don't want to scare them off. Let's do this right.
I'll give it my all.
Board is still green for go.
Begin pre-flight checks. Pilot, boot up your cockpit systems.
Affirmative.
All systems up and running. Pre-flight complete. Let's get a clean launch. Lock onto my fighter. Forward sensor, online and tracking. Now, throttle up and deploy out of the hangar.
The rest of the fleet is back from Alistair. We'll have plenty of help to deal with that convoy of sympathizers. Helix Squadron, we're prepping your Gazanti transport. Stand by.
Copy, Vigilance. All pilots follow me. We'll do a quick pass of the fleet, calibrate flight controls.
Sure thing.
Stay mobile. We don't want any collisions. hull is no time to get careless.
You're right, sir. It is good to fly old school again. There's something very forthright about a TIE fighter.
It looks like someone is testing battle formations.
Better here than in the field again.
Keep your distance, Helix. Those engines run hot enough to vaporize a TIE.
I've known a few daredevils who found that out the hard way.
TIE pilots push the limits. Sometimes the limits push back. Watch it, pilot. Commodore Sloan will have you repainting that hull with a toothbrush. Good. All systems calibrated, and the fleet is in good shape.
The Vigilance reports our Gozanti transport is ready.
Helix Squadron, head to the Gozanti and dock for hyperspace jump.
All right.
Throttle down below the Gozanti so its locks can engage. Helix Squadron are docked and clear for hyperspace jump. Remember, Helix, we'll have support, but finding the refugee convoy is up to us.
They won't escape the Empire twice.
Star Haven. Probably the most isolated trading post in the sector.
It's only a haven for thieves, and the refugees are hiding here. Clearly, they're not as innocent as they claim.
Carrier's moving into position.
Blockade is forming up. Our rear guard is secure at least.
Interesting. There's a lot of cargo traffic today.
Then our convoy might be hiding among them.
Agreed. All cargo vessels. This is Captain Lyndon Javes of the Galactic Empire. Prepare for immediate inspection. And this is Star Haven's station master. Kindly avoid harassing my customers. If they cooperate, they'll be fine. Pilot, proceed.
Will do.
Check your forward sensor. It will identify potential targets. Pilot, begin by inspecting that ship.
Wait. We have always been loyal to the Empire. See? We're loyal. I swear.
No refugees aboard. Carry on.
Pilot, keep inspecting those ships and see if the refugees are here. Good. Check that ship next.
Look, I'll pay anything. Just don't impound my ship.
Not part of the convoy. Check another ship.
So you're not impounding my ship?
There. A ship's trying to flee from a simple inspection. We should teach them some manners.
All pilots, bring your weapon systems online. Pilot, track it on your sensors and fire some.
Alright. Scan us then. Just stop shooting. No refugees here, sir. Just smuggled weapons and a cargo of spice.
Let the fleet handle those smugglers. We should get to the station. Customers are legitimate traders. You have no right.
Captain, the station's defenses just activated.
Helix Squadron, destroy those turrets. We can't search under fire. Out here, no one shoots unless they're prepared for return fire. Even the Empire should know that.
I think I found where the refugees are hiding. On our way. Pilot, with me.
We've got enemy activity.
Pilot's down. We have rebel X-Wings on sensors.
Good! Drive these Imperials off my station. They must be protecting the convoy. Defend yourselves if necessary. I'll look for the refugees.
Enemy on my tail!
That's half the rebel scum destroyed. Got them off your back.
Could have done it without you.
Destroyed. Captain, the rebel fighters are coming from that tunnel through the station. The refugee convoy must be hiding in there. After them. We'll deal with you later, Station Master.
You...
There. The convoy. Prepare to fire.
Ship is disabled.
All systems down. Those were iron missiles. Where the hell did they come from?
Sorry, Teresa. After all, Iran, I can't ignore what the Empire's become.
Sir. Lyndon, what are you saying?
That I don't care who ordered it. I didn't sign up to hurt innocent refugees. protecting them makes me a rebel, then so be it.
Damn it! Pilot, see if you can bypass his shutdown.
I got this.
Catch up with that traitor! Lieutenant Carroll to the Vigilance. Captain James is aiding the rebellion. Send immediate assistance.
I hoped it wouldn't come to this.
Missiles, watch out!
Don't make me return fire. Let us leave.
I see the convoy. Dead ahead. Prepare to fire.
Imperial Squadron, this is refugee convoy Hope of Eldera. We have family support. Back here to help, convoy leader. No time to explain. Just get out of this tunnel. I wish you'd seen things my way. Goodbye, Teresa.
Hanging in there.
That call sounds desperate. Can anyone make out what he's saying?
They're working on it. Okay, Echo Squadron, on me.
This is Admiral Akbar to Echo Squadron.
Echo Leader here. Admiral, any luck pinpointing that distress call?
Hopefully. You may need to get creative. Make sure your fighters are in good shape.
Understood, sir. Echo, prepare for systems check. Coming back around, Squadron. On me.
So much for a quiet patrol. Starting systems check. Okay.
If we're up against a Star Destroyer, we'll need maneuverability.
Fast and nimble. Got it. Weapons look good.
They'll look better when we're shooting down ties.
Double check shields.
Right. We might need to hold on a while.
Systems check complete. In formation?
Echo 3, matching formation.
Echo 2 standing by. Echo 5 standing by. On your way.
Okay, Squadron. Anyone low on missiles needs to stock up now. Head to the U-Wing for resupply. All good? Good.
distress call from Foster Haven.
Alright, time to go.
Echo Squadron, join the first wave and head to the rendezvous point.
This had to happen while half the fleet's away.
Prepping hyperdrive. Admiral, we're here. Yeah, but the convoy's way over there. With the bad guys between us and them.
Echo Squadron, transfer all power to engines. Head below the Star Destroyer and wait for my signal. It's risky, but flying fast and close to the Star Destroyer's hull should get us to the other side safely. Steady. Hold.
Now, fire all boost thrusters. Echo 5, wait, you two. Damn it, 5.
Squadron, focus. We are not losing anyone else.
Admiral, we're here. Yeah, but the convoy's way over there. With the bad guys between us and them.
Echo Squadron, transfer all power to engines. Head below the Star Destroyer and wait for my signal. It's risky, but flying fast and close to the Star Destroyer's hull should get us to the other side safely. Steady. Hold.
Now, fire all boost thrusters. Echo 5, wait, you two. Damn it, 5.
Squadron, focus. We are not losing anyone else.
Breaking formation. Capital ships are moving in.
Rebel Alliance forces. The convoy needs support.
Wait, that was an Imperial transmission on an open channel.
Echo Squadron, move in and give them cover.
I'm glad someone heard my distress call. I couldn't hold off those ties any longer.
Who are you? A defector?
If you'll take me, call me Lyndon. I'll explain later. Pilot, help me push these fighters back.
Echo 4, leave that quasar for now. Focus on ties. Then we better get rid of those ties. Fire missiles!
They're done for.
Wait, I'm a friendly.
Got one behind me.
Defend the convoy before it's too late. Joined up.
Echo Squadron. Let's get in position and escort these transports.
I'm right beside you.
This is Admiral Akbar of the Rebel Alliance. Echo Leader reports you're willing to defect.
Willing and able.
Then keep assisting Echo Squadron.
Squadron, there's a quasar bearing down on the convoy. And filled with reinforcements. Take the ties down.
My fighter's coming apart!
No! Echo 2's gone!
Echo, reinforcements are here.
That Corvette is a beautiful sight. Corvette Captain, focus on the quasar. We'll mop up the ties.
I picked up a tail. On your wing, Echo Leader. Give me a real challenge. The carrot after you.
I got one!
That's all the ties down.
Yes! Come on, people! That quasar's gotta go! Yeah! Way to deal with that quasar!
Nice work. Squadron, form up.
I think we're clear. For now.
Let's make the most of it. Echo Squadron, bring the convoy of men in the air to a safer position.
We're on it.
Admiral, I know how this Imperial fleet operates. I can tell they're prepping their capital ships for an attack right now. We need backup.
All right, I'll send you the rest of Echo Squadron with everything they've got.
Heading towards a Star Destroyer. Again. Facing its turrets this time. It's okay, your fleet's coming. Well, not fast enough.
Fleet is now at your location. Echo Squadron, keep the convoy safe while the flagship engages the Vigilance.
Leave it to us.
Wait. The Empire's sending in a raider to intercept the convoy. We have to take that raider down. Pilot, with me. Almost in range. Get ready. Good. Their shields are weakening. Keep the raider focused on us, not the convoy.
Starting another attack run.
The raiders lost shields. They're trying to get cover from the capital ships. This is our chance. Finish this. We're wearing them down. Keep it up.
Yes, we're almost there.
Raider is gone. Good work. Echo, let's get that convoy to a safer location.
Head to the far side of the NCA.
Frigate's gone.
Refugee convoy. We're out of time. We've got to get you out of here.
Refugee convoy to Rebel Alliance. We're ready for lightspeed jump. Wait. The Star Destroyer will be watching all possible vectors. They can still find you. Pilot, it's risky. But if we can destroy the targeting system on the Vigilance, we might throw them off the convoy's trail.
Wait, you two are attacking the Star Destroyer?
Let's hope your fleet can keep those shields down. Strike here. We can take down the Vigilance's target.
Vigilance turrets pointed away from our starfighters.
That's it. Vigilance's targeting is down.
All convoy vessels, prep for light speed jump. Echo Squadron, withdraw and handle any fighters near the convoy.
You did it. Now both of you get clear.
Pilot, whatever happens next, you saved a lot of innocent lives. And mine.
Cowboys ready to jump? Thank you. We'll tell everyone what the Rebel Alliance did for us. On all Rebel Alliance forces, the refugee convoy is safe. Get to the rendezvous and prep for hyperspace jump. All ships, prepare for light speed.
We all choose our path. Light or dark. Freedom or destruction. The Empire chose to destroy Alderaan in order to spread fear and douse the fires of rebellion. But the heroic pilots of the Rebel Alliance have chosen to keep fighting, to show the Empire that we are not afraid. It was their bravery that ended Palpatine's reign and brought about our new republic. However, the Empire lives on, shattered though it may be. As I speak, Imperial forces are edging toward the Bormia sector, hoping to end our new republic before we find our footing. As their empire collapses, they try to tighten their grip. But the galaxy is changing, and you can be a part of it. With the help of brave and daring pilots, this war can end. Make a choice. Fly with the new republic. Change our galaxy for the better.
Squadron to Temperance. Do you read us now? Had some trouble with our long-range comms.
You're the 3rd patrol reporting comm blackouts. Head on back, Gunny. The commander will want a full report.
Lousy comms.
Chasing our tails for hours, and now we're late to meet the new boss.
Well, do you want to race home, Frisk? We might make it before his speech ends.
Keo, I ain't racing you. I learned my lesson the first 12 times.
Hush, the speech is starting.
I'm not one for speeches. So I'll just say, I'm honored to assume command of the Temperance in this fleet. Vanguard Squadron's reputation for bravery and integrity is unrivaled, which is why, effective immediately, we have been reassigned to an initiative codenamed Project Starhawk.
Starhawk. Then those rumors about a secret project are true.
What do you think it is, huh? Some kind of weapon?
The key to victory.
If it helps end the war, who cares?
I care. I like to know who I'm working for.
The good guys, Frisk. Remember? The only people in the galaxy who don't have a death mark on you?
Ah, Grace. The day ain't over yet.
Come on. Back to the Temperance. We can meet the new boss. And anyone else he's bringing along.
Ardo said to expect you. I'm Zarelda Sage, Chief Mechanic, and this here's the Temperance, my pride and joy. I imagine you're excited to join the action. Speaking of, here's the rest of your squadron. Hey, Gani, I got your new pilot over here.
You go ahead, I'll meet you in there. Welcome to Vanguard Squadron. I'm Kyra Kuvo. You can call me Gunny. Happy to have you on the team. Let's talk after the briefing, yeah?
You're joining one of the best outfits in the New Republic. Hope you can live up to it. Anyway, follow them into the briefing room. I think our new commander's waiting for you in there.